Good morning, gamers. Whoa, my camera's going a little off. Well, things are a little odd today. Well, because I'm back on the old school. My internet connection is a little wonky right now. Might take a couple of weeks. In other words, I don't have any internet at the moment. Helps if you pay the bills. Anyway, so I told you. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Uh, Normally I go through and we talk about homebrew items and things of that nature. Today I'm going to talk about something a little. You see my shelves back there. My shelves are horrible right now. I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. It's still going to be home brewy. That's right. I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching How Do You Want to Brew This? Oh, okay. So, I got the bright idea to do something new. I'm going to try to get this to set up over here. Sit down. The boxes are all in the way. Got a lot of junk in the way. Nope, that's not going to work. But that will. Somewhat. There's a glare. Make people sick. All right. So, what I have started doing as an experiment, I'd seen it on a couple of YouTube channels, and I said, you know what? It is time to try this. And I decided to go ahead and give it a try. I am now casting my own dice. These are the different experiments. This was the first one, complete and utter failure. And this was in that same genre. I did get better. I do have a color. This is a nice little D4. See it? Oh, it actually shows up really nice on that. And now I've also made a casting of this coin. This isn't the casting, but I have that coin. I did a casting of this inspirational token, and I did a casting of this coaster. Now, the really cool thing is the first stuff I got was this stuff here, this mini casting kit. And it got wasted fairly quickly because I didn't realize that the set time for the resin was under 2 minutes. So as I'm pouring the first one, this one here, the resin literally hardened on me in the time while I was pouring it. So I had a big cup full of this stuff, and I was going to do a bunch of them, and I was like, yeah. And then it hardened up very quickly. So, but I have made a couple of molds. These are the original molds I made using the kit. And in the process of it, I have also ordered, while I was waiting for that, I ordered actual silicone molding. This is smooth on 2-part silicone molding, equal parts of that. And I got some equal parts, some resin, epoxy resin molding. This is the Art and Glow stuff, equal parts of this. Whereas the other one, it was mix a little bit. So I'm actually these have set for 24 hours now. And I'm going to demold them. This is a silicone one. I made the mold by just setting the coin down on a piece of board and making a loop around it, and then just poured the resin, the silicone in there. So let's see how the coin turned out. Okay. So here's the first thing I realized. It's a little tacky. There's a trick for that, but look how gorgeous that is. damn, that is fucking nice. Uh, it is tacky, which tells me I didn't quite get my parts mixed perfectly well, or I didn't stir it well enough. The trick to keep to get rid of the tackiness, the back of it's not tacky. Uh, I may need to set these on a tray and cook them for a little bit to get the feel of them right. See how the inspiration coin came out. That came out fucking nice too. God damn, that is gorgeous. Now the original one had, you see it's got the holes through it. Well, the original one that I poured would have had the holes through it, but while I was taking it out of the molding, the way the molding ended up being, they tore through and it ripped off the pieces. So this one has, instead of being, it's just a solid coin piece, which still, that turned out really freaking well. And again, it's something else I'm going to have to bake it as well. I can feel the tackiness on it. Now for the big one. Break it apart. Now the big one, it's going to need a little light sanding. And the same thing happened with this one. I poured a little much, so on the back of it I have this lip piece that I did not want. But still, that just came out freaking gorgeous. So I'll get some light sanding on these. I'm going to bake them a little bit and do it. Which just also tells me that my dice that are going to be in here are going to be, and here's the silicone mold one, are probably going to be tacky as well. So it wasn't that hard to do, and I'm kind of glad I started doing this. I want some tape to keep the mold together. So let's break this mold apart. And that's what I was afraid of. The piece did not get all of the, it didn't sink down in there far enough. The hole in that is so tiny that trying to get the resin down in there is very difficult. So there are a few things. Every time I've done this, I've learned something else. That mold is gone, but it looks like it looks like the D4 came out pretty, mostly good, at least this molding. So that's a nice dark, that one's going to come out nice. The mold is shot. Luckily I have the silicone ones. I could still use it, but I think the silicone D4 is going to come out a little bit nicer. It's got a smaller tip, but again, the tackiness of the mold piece, they're all really, really tacky. So I'm going to look up, I'll have to go in there and see again why it was so tacky and what I have to do. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I just wanted to, that was what I'm doing on the how do you want to brew this section today. I've been playing around with molding my own dice. I'm going to learn to do this, and this one's at D10. Again, that came out really nice, except for the tackiness. I'm loving this deep dark navy midnight blue. So once I bake them, they're going to come out really nice. And I do have another technique that I'm going to try to get where it gets in there a little bit better. But yeah, that's all I got for now, guys. So remember, if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else will like them, click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your friend, just tell your DM. The AMDM said so. That's all I got for now, guys. Go forth and roll some dice. I want to talk more, but there's not enough time. Rah!